Krishna. So it's our great pleasure and privilege here to be here in ISKCON South Bengaluru Dham, and with us today is His Grace Narahari Chaitanya Prabhu. Believe it or not, Prabhu has been serving Srila Prabhupada's mission for 41 years, led the effort of creating 4 temples in Prabhupada's mission, and really actually in fact an inspiring figure for people across the world. We are extremely grateful, Prabhu, for having us here today and giving us an opportunity to talk to you. We have talked somewhat about the passion of yours also, as I understand, which is about education mission in the mission. Would you like to share your thoughts with us?
Yes, certainly it was a kind of a blessing in disguise that you are here. And usually ISKCON means it's temple and restaurants and preaching and those way, but never really knew anything about education the way you are speaking about. Certainly it's what you can say, it is a dream, distant dream going to be true. So what else I can say?
What do you see as the gap in terms of education right now in ISKCON, and where you see that, how we are fulfilling that and how critical is
Yeah, we are becoming a little bit kind of an exclusive earlier, but when inclusive comes where we can reach out to other people also, because not everybody come in one direction, to be different people in different ways.
Yes.
So now all this coming in one what do you say for that, in one place where ISKCON
one educational framework.
One framework where everybody can understand the different system at one place. That is nice. So
Yes.
that is what is very interesting for me, and I don't know how we can support you, and your presentation was so nice. Let us see how we can go forward.
Well, as we already talked about that, here we could start things within the temple itself, like we were talking about the library within the temple. ISKCON temples have Govindas, we have matchless gifts, etc. Lights, prasadam, kirtan, everything like that. But where is the Bhaktivedanta library? Like that, right? So I think that's something that we also talked about. That we would.
The moment you gave your presentation, the first thing it flashed my mind, where we have to have a library here. So that itself shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that definitely we are encouraging. I think all the temples that they have a library where can be about Prabhupada's books, Prabhupada's disciples, those who are grand disciples' books, and along with that a reading room.
Yes.
Right? We can have a reading room, a place where people can come and really absorb themselves in the Srila Prabhupada's books and his followers' books, and ISKCON becomes known for that. Is that a good idea?
Yes. Actually, to tell you, because ours is an upcoming project, we not so much thought about library, but after associating with you and the way you presented it, I think that becomes a priority for me now.
Right. Thank you so much. Another thing we talked about was heritage artifacts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
We saw that there is the heritage artifacts of the Gaur Aarti,
Yes.
Bhaktivedanta Thakur,
Yeah.
signatures of our acharyas,
Yes.
prasadam prayers,
Yes.
Hare Krishna Mahamantra by Bhaktivedanta Thakur, and Srila Prabhupada's statements around how it is critical that we need to preserve and showcase these things, the actual handwriting of our acharyas for future generations of Vaishnavas. So anything you would like to share with me
No,
about that?
that is what we didn't know the value of these things. It's now after hearing from you that how important it is. We usually take signature from cricket players and so many others, but never knew about acharyas.
Yes.
But this is like a signature on the heart.
Yes. Yeah. So we are eagerly looking forward that we will be able to share with you, and obviously looking forward to share with many others like that, all of these soft copies or even hard copies of these things,
Sure.
so that they could be showcased for for all sort of devotees to be able to see. And it's going to become basically known for such things. It was not just Srila Prabhupada, all the parampara which is there behind Srila Prabhupada is also should be there within our temples.
I agree with you. That should be shown in very prime places where it can be talked about.
Yes.
The signature value we will know only from these great people.
Yes, absolutely. And we were also sharing about the Bhaktivedanta Research Center, and then the Bhaktivedanta Library, Bhaktivedanta University, which is upcoming and all that. So what did you feel about anything specific you would want to say?
Earlier I was only looking at the research aspect, but when you talked about the university, that's how my interest came up.
Yes.
Where you're bringing all kinds of education at one place, and such a big university coming up. We always hear about other sampradayas where they have their university,
Yes.
colleges, but nothing of ISKCON was there.
Yes.
But that is a dream come true for me, that you are coming up with such a big university where everybody can come and study and understand our philosophy.
Yes.
And and
But
spread this
you know
knowledge.
what we were talking about is that it's not just about just the philosophy, but the variety of different subjects as part of the, in the Vedic knowledge stream and all that. And you were sharing some very interesting thoughts on that as to what is the importance, do you think, of not just, obviously we teach philosophy, we understand theology, cultural, and that is very, very critical. But then there are other subjects also which are there as part of the Vedic tradition, which are there. What do you feel is the
Something like
importance of-
Ayurveda.
Yeah, like that, or
yeah.
or even agriculture, healthcare, or music, this, and so many things. Like
Yes,
that.
certainly. That is the reason that we have kept the name as ISKCON Cultural Center. We want to, make sure through culture how we can reach the people's heart, and our rich culture of Sanatana Dharma. And you are bringing up all these literatures, which is manuscripts which you have found. Certainly, it will help us to reach out to the people.
Yeah.
Knowledge is very, very important.
Yes.
But transmitting that knowledge in the right way and appropriate, that is important.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we can do that.
Yeah.
With the association with you, certainly we'll be able to communicate. Yeah.
Right. So exactly. So I think that is the idea. There's such an educational framework like the University or Research Center coming up, and all the centers, etc., basically can take advantage of that. Devotees can come forward, so that now we formally have a formal educational institute framework. Obviously, the university will come up in 2027.
Right.
So research center is already there, but we encourage all the devotees to participate in this work so that they can study these things also in an academic way, other than what they were studying in the temples.
Academic,
in
systematic
all
way,
varieties of
and
things. Yes.
and we can live that knowledge.
Right.
We
Yeah.
can walk that knowledge.
Yes.
Otherwise, the knowledge is just in the brain, but it goes
Yeah.
to the heart. We start walking it.
Yes.
That is important.
Yes. Wonderful. We feel extremely grateful that senior devotees, leaders like your good self, are encouraging this moving forward in the field of education, in the academic way, and creating these frameworks like the Research Center University, creating libraries and reading rooms for anybody who visits the temple. But it becomes a place of study, becomes a place of education, which is what our acharyas, wanted. They want these, that this temple was always supposed to be a place of education.
Right.
Wasn't that always that Srila Prabhupada and all the previous acharyas have said?
Yes.
So we do all of that and showcase the rare literary artifacts, the heritage of our tradition also in all of this. So that is the idea, that we become more and more truly a more Brahminical institution in that way, in the sense of truly an educational institute. And this encouragement that we get from devotees like you really, really helps us a lot.
I would also request you to visit the many temples in South India. Our ISKCON temples are coming up.
Yeah.
You can visit them because they are just about
Sure.
to start. And certainly with this, I'm sure they'll also make libraries
Yes.
and reading rooms.
Yes.
So it will benefit everybody, and I know it can spread all over India.
Yes. Thank you so much once again, with all your blessings. Surely we are looking forward to a society having more and it becoming known for such libraries, reading rooms, heritage artifacts, and coming up with strong academic scholarship also in this field, and that way establish this knowledge really in the deep roots to be established within the society for a long time to come.
I am very grateful to Balaram Leela Prabhu for spending so much time. It was a surprise and arrangement of the Lord. I am very grateful, and God bless your project.
Thank you so much,
And
Joji.
we also pray for it. Hare Krishna.
Great blessings. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.